button, hit the share button. Alright. Gotta post it for all the relevant channels. Alright. Streams are live. Some people are starting to hop on. And we got Lazy Pirates as the first entry. I'm gonna download that. Just check whether our audio is all good. Game audio should be a little bit lower on OBS. Okay, Lazy Pirates. Good, more games. Yep. 101 to 150. I rated a total of 92 games, not counting the ones that I could not play. Because of various reasons, such as either the game not launching, the game having an installer. Number of tabs open is lot. I know. Yoho.exe. I like that name. Alright. Let's see. Lazy Pirates. How to regress the game. Oh my god. Wait, can you guys hear this properly? Yeah, you guys should be able to hear this. If you wanna, just this alone is already quite worth it. So, if you wanna have your game entered in the queue, what you have to do is join up in the Discord, link down in the description, and put the link of your game in the GMTK Games channel. There's a 6-hour cooldown, so you can only post once. You need to play the game. It should be the one all the way at the top of the entry list. Lazy Pirates by G0E. Like if you scroll up in the GMTK Games channel, up to the point where it says end of today's stream, what I did, I'm gonna just edit that and make it a little bit more clear. There we go. So it should be clear where the end of yesterday's stream was. And now, enjoy me singing the sea Chinese. Alright, let's hit the play button. Turn left.
Right away, sir. Hard to starboard. Sure thing, Captain. Sure thing, Captain. Aye, Captain. Swing a left, boy. Aye, Captain. Full sail ahead. Aye, Captain. Aye, Captain. Hard to starboard. Right away, sir. Swing a left, boy. Aye, Captain.
I love this little thing. Oh god, I'm gonna collapse. Okay, collision hell.
Aye, Captain. To port. Roger.
Turn right.
Right away, sir. Aye, Captain.
Crew morale's all up.
Whoa,
Sing a chanty.
Whiskey is the life of man. Whiskey, Johnny. Oh, I'll get whiskey
Sounds like
where
worms.
I can.
Oh, it's
Whiskey for me,
it's
Johnny.
adorable. Full
Full
sail.
sail ahead. Right away, sir.
I can only turn left. I can only turn left. Help.
Hard to port. Aye, right away, sir.
Turn twice. Okay.
Full sail ahead. Aye, Captain.
Now I can only turn right twice. Got a big wave of games. Yeah, probably.
Blast them, boys. Roger. Whoa, whiskey is sure thing, man. Whiskey, Johnny. Roger. Oh, I'll get whiskey where I can. Whiskey for me, Johnny. Full sail ahead. Roger.
Okay,
Swing
now I
it,
can turn
boys.
left
Sure
finally.
thing, Captain. Hard to port. Aye, Captain.
I can't attack.
Hard to stop. Right away, sir, Captain.
Left cannons. Okay.
Swing a left, boys. Roger.
Oh god, that's a shark. What's the shark?
Hard to port. Aye. Whoa, whiskey is the life of man. Whiskey, Georgia. Oh, I'll get whiskey.
Okay, I'm gonna unleash hell on this thing.
Aye, Captain. Heave him up and away we'll go. Away, Miss Susiana. We'll heave him up and away we'll go. We'll all
This
be
reverses round of commence is bad. Alright, so that's this button, I assume. Well, I'm not sure how I'm gonna get...
Make it right, lads. Sure thing, Captain.
Oh, I drifted too much. Oof. Doink. Turn left.
Aye. Hard to port. Yeah.
I gotta only turn right 3 times. Well, that's fine.
Yeah, whatever.
This is quite adorable, not gonna lie. It's an adorable little game. Again, if you guys want to play these games, you can try them by checking the link again to join the Discord, GMTK Games channel. There's quite a few games adding to the list there right now. I'm gonna turn. That's the wrong side. Ooch.
Hard to starboard.
Crew morale's going down.
Well,
Sing a chant.
And away we'll go. Away, Miss Susiana. We'll heave him up and away we'll go. We're all bound over the mountain.
It's adorable little chipmunk sounds.
Hard to starboard. Yeah.
Can I get this? I might have to do that.
Boys. Hard to starboard. Aye.
And sing
Where
a
am I
chant.
to go? Full sail. Right away, sail away. Hey, hey, ha, what will we do with a drunken sailor? What will we do with a drunken sailor? Hard to starboard. Sure thing, Captain.
I love the way it just like transitions from one song to another. I don't know about like I'm not even playing for the gameplay anymore. I'm just playing for the can I right click? Oh, that helps a lot. Okay, that helps a lot.
Sure thing, Captain.
I want to recap. Nope.
Swing a
No.
left, boys. Sure thing, Captain. What will we do with a drunken sailor? What will we do with a drunken sailor? What will we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Hard to starboard. Right away, son.
Yeah, I love the voices. I'm not sure about the gameplay yet, but the streams are saved, yes, so you can actually watch back on the stuff. I'm not sure about the playability of this game. Like, I think that next time you could actually do with just all, like, after making this game another update for it, basically, where you don't have to stick to the team anymore. I think just having these tiles be an option, like having a little 3 options, for example, like one would be movement options, where you can say full sail, half sail, turn left, right. It would be like a pop-up menu where you click on the first one, then the cards get changed to those buttons. Second one would be attacking, and the third one would be like chanting and repairing the ship. I think if you do that, like this game isn't, I don't think it's entirely it should be meant for having the theme on it. I did think it was a very adorable little game, very extremely well presented, and yeah, other than the random inputs and not, it's more for the voices. I'm gonna give you 19 out of 20 points. Very nice game overall, and I will add it to the gems. Top picks is another list that I have that will, like, once I have all of these rated, I will, after stream, I'll go back and take the top games of the entire stream and add those to the top picks. There are currently 10 games from the entire previous thing, and these are other games that I've like personally wanted to rate, but probably never gonna get to those. If you want your own game played, join the Discord, link down in the description, and open up GMTK Games channel and post your link in there. Currently, you have some other games in there, so I'm gonna open those up real quick. So we got this one, 9S Ven, Wang, Gigas, Marcel Dillon, Interference, and Duplicating Avengers. And these are going to be for the, going to check the submission pages instead of the normal pages. Alright, back to here. Actually, I forgot to give this one a comment. Gotta give this one a comment. Adorable little game grade voice acting. I think that after the gem, you should overhaul the input system to not be random, i.e. have one card be movement, one card be attack, and one card be utility. If you click one, it would change the cards to the relevant. Actually, no. How would I say that? The respective input options. There we go. Post that comment. And now we're going to go on to CtrlQ, which is a web browser game by the looks of it. Gonna run that. No full screen, that's a bummer. Mohawk, I think I have already submitted your game, done your game before, but it's in it. You're gonna go into the Discord and go to the GMTK Games channel. The last one was duplicating adventures. Like I'm really quickly gonna open these, so I have those done. Now I can go to another channel in my Discord, so I don't have to deal with. Like, I don't get lose any of them. Okay, hey. One of the stacks. Nice little tutorial. Oh, that's interesting. What's this? Hit up yourself one. Interesting. Free publicity, yeah, but I honestly doubt many people are going to do anything with that, honestly. I think that's not quite what we want. I think we need another one. Oh. Oops. Can I just drop down? I cannot. So Ctrl X to back yourself up. Now we have fall damage to worry about. I think this drop is a little bit too long of time that you have to wait. That's a really nice concept, yeah, indeed. So we would go here. We would copy ourselves here, then paste ourselves back up here. Then go hold this button. Wait, we have to copy ourselves here, don't we? I think I gotta bug out. I'm bugging out a little bit here. That didn't quite work. I want to run out. I'm gonna kill my doppelganger. Originally to visualize informatic. True. It's a little, yeah, informing tutorial. Quite simple, but elegant. So now I got the level. Okay, now I have control again. full control. So what's the other side? A blockade. So I think I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna do is cut myself there. You do need at least 2 people over there to be able to... I'm pressing that button now. They are. Can't copy myself there. Don't wanna run out. I know, but why am I, great. How do I get past this? It's a pretty original way to do it, yeah, true, but how do I do this? Yeah. That's an issue. I can't press that button. Is there a restart button? Because now I've created 3 of the copies without being able to get past there. And you can't create, like, move them individually. Like, I've seen multiple games where... oh, okay. Does that cost me control? I think it does. Yeah, I don't think I can get past this if I can't... Oh, there we go. I managed to paste one. I need help with that. Fine. Kinda cut myself here. Goodbye, I guess. Oh, that's actually pretty ingenious. That... Wait, are those the actual levels? Or is that done... Oh, wait. The R is the is actually the level. The T, you're like, with this one you're playing from this side down. From this one, it's from this side down. And for this one, I think it's like this way down or this way down. That's actually pretty ingenious that your level is literally control. That's a twist. That's nice. That's... Yeah. The only issue that I would have is that it tries to find a space nearby to put your clones instead of that they can spawn literally on you, that they have like that you can't push them around or something like that. Because that almost lost me that third one, that third level. That's the only thing that I would have to add against it. But other than that, really nice game. Only downside I could find is that the duplicated clones must spawn in empty space, and instead of at the same position where the player is, so you have less control over where it spawns. I love the level design though. Like, if there were more points to give, I would put like 10 on originality and 10 on presentation, because this is just ingenious level design, really, that your levels are literally control. Like, pff, That's great. On to the next one. I'm gonna just quickly check the GMTK games pool for other games in the list. Note that I have 3.5 hours roughly left, and that at this rate I might not be able to get into all the entries that are starting to flow in right now, because there's already like 20-30 games added to the queue. Don't be broken. Henry Goes to War. Is that your game, or is that the CtrlQ? And I have to 1 sec because it's raining and my window is open. Well, looks like my bat is gonna be wet for a little bit, because part of my bat is actually right underneath the window. Oops. Biggest concern with the UI. No, Henry. Alright. So big concern with the UI. Oh, I guess we'll see that at some point. I am going to use it in full screen though. Drop the key in a slot. Oh. No, if you use an expire, press T to continue. Keys in any slot at any time. Above by enemies you kill. I do not see my camera though. Yes, notebook, yes. I have to wait until I can see where I'm going here. Oh. GMTK, that's how it starts, okay. Is it lifetime? Or is it move based? Oh. M. Oh, I can't snap on the target. Okay, there goes one of my lives. That's a pretty nice way of doing this, not gonna lie. It's just a little bit hard to pick up items, because I think that if this game was grid snap, you would have a lot of games, because I can't shoot that guy on my left right now. Because, yeah, it happens to be in a place where I just can't shoot it. That's the only gripe I would have for this game. It's pretty nicely done, though. Well, sounds are loud, but... yeah, the games are pretty loud. Hard to turn in the right direction, yeah, indeed. But, like, I can't shoot this guy, because I'm either in there, or I'm in here. See? It's basically impossible for me to hit it. I have to use the D. That's an F. That's a C. Again, I can basically not kill. Yeah, that's the main thing. I think you should be snapping on the grid. Or that you should be able to turn 45-degree angles perfectly. That's one thing I think you should be able to do. Like right now, this works right now because I can shoot them. But it would not work if, yeah. it's pretty straightforward to see what keys you're using, so that's nice. But yeah, again, it's a little bit hard to aim if you are snapping on angles where you can't hit. Also, I think that this UI gets a little bit cluttered. Like the score, I think that if you put the score on the top here, that would be a great way of doing things. And maybe not drop too many keys at the same time. Because right now, again, you're getting a lot of keys on the bottom. But other than that, it's a pretty... Ooh, wait, fuck. That's all F4, and it was a web browser game. Can I... Okay, there we go. Thank God. I'm still having it open. Want to get that great old clutter. Yeah, that can work if you wanted to have the chaos. But you would also have to consider the fun level, of course. So there's a balance to be had there. Like, clutter can be okay as long as it doesn't literally clutter up the UI. Like, as long as the UI is still usable, it can be messy, if that's what you want. But it should, like, these keys should not obscure any of the, like, the part of the pew pew part, basically, or the health bar, or the score. Like, once it starts obscuring other parts, yeah, that's what you get. Did enjoy this. Pretty original, and presentation, yeah, as long as you have to watch out for the clutter. So I'll make an overall 4 out of 5, and I will actually add it to the gems list. The tanks should snap on the grid points and be limited to a 45-degree angle for aiming, because sometimes you can't hit the tanks that driving towards you with how it works right now. If you want your game to be added to the queue, join the Discord. There you can find the GMTK Games channel, and I will be adding your game to the queue. The queue is pretty long though, as you can see, so I am not sure what I'll be able to get to your game in time, as I will be playing for roughly 3.5 hours right now, because I do have some other stuff to attend to after that. Also, the keys dropping from the hose up top shouldn't obscure any parts of the UI. A lot of game is very hard. He's probably used to it. Who is used to it? Me? This is my first game jam as well. I do have other games released though, and I am quite knowledgeable when it comes to game design concepts. So what you can do to improve, I can analyze that quite well, basically. Disk of image. That's the next. Disk of image. I will extract that. Unity game. Between me and freedom. So I kite one, and that one just suddenly started running at me. So can I just run as well? That's just, we have rolls and jumps. Keep going. This is quite nice low poly stuff. But I think we're missing an input tutorial. Like, I'm still figuring out what I can do and what I can't do. And I think this guy got stuck. There we go. Lost some health there. Those things, and you can only attack if you have energy by the looks of it. We're out of hellhole. I just attacked the wooden plate. Let's see serious assets. There's space sprint games. Again, yes, there is. Do not send me PMs. I do see that I just got a ping, which I will check in a shortly if it's one of my friends, but... And what was written on the page? It's attack, movement, roll, and jump. I have all of them then, right? Because that's one of the things that people don't quite realize. The description page is not visible on the entry page. So you can't read the description. You can only see how it lines up with the theme, and whether or not the user made or did not make all the assets for the game. Those are the only things that you can see. Can I get around?
An intruder. We must slay him for our...
Well, that worked. Can I kite these one at a time? How much content?
Die, weakling.
How much of this did you like for the art, etc.? How much of this did you make during the jam? It's a bit easy to kite these dudes one at a time. Second world quest line. You have actually quests in here? Why don't you start learning the timing? These are pretty straightforward.
Adventurer, I need your help. Please, find me.
This is a pretty complete game. Selecting games to play. It's simply a queue, Arjun. You must, can I just hit up the lock? Looks like I can't. There's a queue. So you join the Discord. Then you go to the GMTK Games channel and put your link in there. Do not send me a PM. I will ignore PMs as PMs get cluttered. I must find majority sewers. Out of this prison on track. Oh, find a way out of this prison. These guys are really cluttered up, so really hard to kite one. Oh, there we go. I managed to get one. Oh, that's two.
Draw your blades, you imp.
Well, I can kill two at a time, it seems. Is that a spawner? I think that's a spawner. So much money. Cinti Studio assets. I assume that's for the music. Music is decent. Don't know if it quite fits the theme of skeletons, etc. And also, I'm not sure whether this is supposed to be happening. Oh, there we go. Maybe we're missing a loading screen. Locate Hilda. Is this Hilda?
Greetings, adventurer. You found me. This
is a bit too much echo. This is a bit too much echo.
My brother defeated the evil demon Emulk, but I haven't seen my brother in days. And the monsters are emerging. Emulk's minions are covering this land. When my brother defeated him, He brought control to the world, but now it is once again falling out of control. I'm afraid what will happen. Please, you must help us.
I think that this game is a bit too long, Atrium. Like 48 hours is pretty cool, but I am not gonna be able to spend more than 5 minutes on a single game if I wanna like be able to rate most of the games that are on the queue. So I think I will have to stop now because yeah, otherwise I'll be continuing to play. I will pick this game up later though because it's very much complete. I got a ping on the stream page. Odd. Okay, there we go. I'll back to my side because we have more entries onto here. So this is an entry, and this is an entry. I think we'll be running out of time though. I'm not sure what I can do all of these. It's about 2/3 left of the gameplay. So there's a 2/3 more. The combat was a bit rough. It was mostly who could swing faster. Of course, I understand it's 48 hours, but if you're going for melee combat, yeah. Ingram Rough Titan was asking Cut what game I made. You should be able to see that on the comment on your submission. I can play it in a little bit again. Originality. It felt like for Out of Control. It wasn't super amazing, but the presentation was really well done. So I'll give you a 4 out of 5 for most, except for presentation. This game is very big, but do keep in mind that with game jams like these, most players won't put more time into your game than maybe 5 minutes. That's a thing that you really want to keep in mind. So try to optimize those 5 minutes. What's the queue looking like? I can show you in a second. This is the queue from this Firefox tab to the right. That's the queue. I mean, it tied to the theme. Yeah, true. That's why I can't give it a higher score because it is a very much complete game. But the thing is, with game jams, you're not necessarily looking for fully complete games. You're looking for a 5-minute experience, a little novelty that you're like, huh. Like, this is like, okay, damn, that's a very big, complete game. But I don't have the time to play it. That's the biggest problem with this game. So, that's what I'm gonna add you in the comments here. That's for future game gems to keep in mind. The game itself, definitely think you should be continuing with it. Try to polish it. Try to improve the combat system. Probably is the most thing. Like you at least have some kind of blocking mechanic or whatever. Because again, right now it's just whoever can swing the sword first and hit the enemy gets the win in the engagement, basically. So next is Meltdown, Between the Clock and a Heart Place, Quacking, Mind Garden, Fellow Madness, Bullet Vision, Heart Attack, Galactic Distancing, Space Odyssey, Control Override, Must Run Out of Control. I'm not gonna keep going, I think. Wait, did I add this night mode on itch? How do you do that? Settings. I'm gonna have to move this over to the side. I'm not. Hopefully there was not any stuff supposedly confidential stuff shown on there. Use dark theme where available. I see it. All right. So I'm gonna save that. Close that, and let's see if it works. There we go. Thank you for notifying me that that's a thing. Thank you. That helps me actually a lot. Alright, Meltdown is going to be the next game in line. GMTK on the Discord, yes, but as mentioned, I am not sure we'll be able to get to all the games because there's a pretty long queue, and I won't be playing for more than 4 hours. And we're still on the settings page. Okay, good, because I am a little bit like conscious about it. So this is called Meltdown. Okay, Meltdown. This is my game list, by the way. By now, it's getting pretty chunky. Extract that here. Meltdown.exe. Here we go. WASD to move. And hold space to jump. Oh wait. You can bounce up there. Under the gate and press E. Press E, right? I can't finish the level. This guy is slippery as hell. I think the audio is a bit loud as well. I'm gonna tune that down a little bit. Wait, do I have to like... freeze this up? Oh, there we go. The guys with a boat every once in a while. That's pretty clean the way they... Oh shit. Oh, you can climb endlessly on top, upwards if you do this. That's nice. Takes a little while. Yeah. Oh crap. You must find all fountains. Just holding spacebar and going up, you can get over these things. There we go. By just touching them, I can freeze it. Okay, good. I like the music though. You don't have to actually get into these baths to, like, get yourself up to warmth though. What's this? No clue. There's a portal. Can't get... I don't think I can get up there. Actually I can. There we go. It's actually hard to jump down sometimes on the narrow areas. Charge myself. So I've found 3 of them now, haven't I? There's the last one here now. Or do I have to go back further? Oh, there it is. There was a message to the... Ah. I want to read that message, but reading it is hard. Ah, I can't get up there. This is more challenging than it looks, guys. Because the ground is this slippery. And I actually have to go get myself some... I think I've completed the level anyways. Let's just check that. That's the level. I don't think it actually needed any other stuff. So yeah, like the 2 levels were pretty much enough to get the experience going. I'll just open up this as entry. Yeah, I really don't think I'll be able to get too much more entries in there. Take more suggestions. As said, the more suggestions are open, I cannot guarantee can actually play them. This game is really well done overall, but when trying to go down narrow areas, you generally bounce back up. I think that the bounce should be dependent on the angle you go into it. Or something like that, or that if you jump, you go up, and if you're as long as you're holding the jump bar against the wall, you go up, and if you're not using it, it goes down. That and like your control going down is that is a pretty common mechanic in this system, and yeah, other than that, it doesn't. It's slippery and bouncy, out of control. It's not too fitting with the team. Yeah, there's an extremely high amount of games. I mean, think about it. I won't even be able to play... I've played maybe like 2% of games. Yeah, I've played around 2% of all the games that have been entered into the jam. And I've been playing for 10 hours to rate all of these. And I'm with an average of about 5.5 minutes per game. Can you imagine? Great art, great level design. Just wish that if you went down narrow areas, you wouldn't bounce back up if you would hit a wall. That's the main thing that you would be able to improve with this one. Gonna add it to it because it is a little novel thing that you can try out. Small UI change. I don't know if Kira is here, but I mean, I'm assuming I'll have to download the top one. But yeah, who knows which one? We're in a clock in a hard place. Between a clock and a hard place. Long ass name, holy shit. Extract that here. Readme. Story, theme, controls. WAD is for movement. Enter select, R's restart, escape. Alright. WAD, left mouse click, enter. Does it have full screen though? Because it's a single .exe. Hey. Hey, tutorial, nice. I am Dutch, yes, but I only speak English in the chat. And turned from the search. I guess an old dead hero or something. too dizzy. Okay, I see. So it goes 2 rights. This is great, actually. Because you can see what's gonna happen. So this is going left. You have to. This white timer is a little bit long, but okay. You have some story here. Being able to see where the rotation goes beforehand makes sure so you can plan ahead. Oh, I died. This guy has a lot of jump force, actually. Wow. And now it's gonna force you to do that. Well, there's a timer. Oh, this time it got stuck. Ah. This is pretty cool, though. Because the entire thing is themed. And that's, like, great. I'm gonna wait for it to turn back flat before I go on to the next one. Made it. Like the Jews. So it first turns left. And turns right. So you go here. If I understand this concept correctly. A half rhythm game. That would be nice. I can interact with those things. Now I have to go here. Now it's gonna return back again, and now I have basically until the end of the timer to get to the end. Alright, that's pretty straightforward. Which way am I turning? Right, I'm turning that way, okay. So I have to go right here in order to be able to go here. This game name, I'll cover it in a second. And go over here. Now I just wait until it rotates twice, I guess. Oh no, I don't even have to because I can make this jump. Or at least should be able to make this jump. I don't know how much more levels there are. I'm gonna have to stop playing because there's too much going on. I think I should do it like that. Oh, it's the wrong way. Ah, shit. Ah, I'm jumping too far. We're gonna end this level and then we're gonna quit this game because otherwise I'm gonna keep playing this for too long. I'm jumping too far every time with this jump. Because I'm pretty certain that I have to make that jump. There we go. Actually, that doesn't work. I have to stay here. Go here. I can't make that. Oh wait, I gotta stay here. I can jump on this and then jump on there. That's pretty straightforward. Just wait for the timer to go again. Oh dear god, there's a clock. Pendula. Yeah, I'm gonna quit the game now because otherwise I'm gonna be playing for this game for too long. Because this is a very... Yeah, this is a full 5 out of 5 because there's a tutorial, everything is clear, there's story, you know. This guy is smart. How does it fit the team? Very good level design, amazing concept, and great execution. There's nothing negative I can add. Like you see what moves are made. That would have been like a negative that I would have, but I can't say that because yeah, that negative is not there. Basically, and also it shows how to solve the puzzle that I was gonna do on this one. Well, I'm gonna add this one to the collection again, gems. And we're gonna go on to the next one, quacking. And this is a Windows Linux build, so we're gonna get that one. 175 megabytes, quacking. Okay. New folder, quacking. All right. Quacking. Unzip that. What is this engine? Python? Python? Creating a log file? Preferences. Full screen. Music volume? I don't hear any music volume. But nice options. First I have 10th grade. The gifted student this year. I'm reading over this stuff right now. 5 and Andrew official novels. Is this only official novel? Honk. This is just pretty much a visual novel, isn't it? I'm not gonna read this all over, to be honest, but... they said it on Discord. Okay, so this is all the visual novel. Not a choice there. Okay, honk. Isn't there? Oh, that's kind of sad. Let's see, let's go consider. It's a pretty long story. The matter is out of control. I guess. It's not really something I can comment anything on because I'm not much of a visual novel game player. So yeah. I'm not gonna read all of the stuff out. I'm just reading it through. But I can't really comment on it, honestly. I love the art. But yeah, again, it's not really not a game that I would play myself, so I can't really. Yeah, I can't really say anything about this other than say about the art. So I think I'm just gonna go. Yeah, I'm just gonna quit the game right now because choices don't matter. Well, it felt like it mattered a little bit. Some of them didn't matter. But was it because I just clicked the right choice? Yeah, for me it's really, really hard to rate this because, again, I know nothing about visual novels, really. So, Yeah, the art looks great. Art looks great, but as I know basically nothing about visual novels, I will not rate it. Yeah, like I really like the art, and overall the story was good, but again, I know nothing about visual novels, so I can't really judge you on that. So I will add it to the list, because for people that want to have some kind of visual novel like that, but I will just go on to the next game. Again, because I can't just not judge a visual novel. This is called Mind Garden. Okay. New folder, Mind Garden. So you did make all the art, and good job on that, because it is pretty. This button doesn't do anything. I have to drag it out. With tabs. Walk. Commute. Sleep. Where's that list? I'm gonna do exercise. Eat. And still sleep. But it seems like everything goes up despite what I do. I don't get to choose for the earlier points. Feel more calm, but yeah. Helps you relax. But it still seems that I'm not very happy. I go out of control. But they don't seem like I can control them. That's kind of sad. Helps you relax. You feel more calm, but the stress and sadness keeps going up. Do I have to use the medication or something? And more walks. You tried to sleep. So that doesn't quite work. You sleep, you try to eat, but to no avail. Meditate, but to no avail. Well, that's kind of sad. Exercise still works. Does walk work? Walk no longer works. Does medication work? The rest don't no longer work. So I have to just keep on taking medication and do my exercises or something. So eat and sleep. Doesn't work. Is there some kind of game over stuff with this one, or? Did I stop working now as well? No avail. The music and everything and the art really sets a mood. I like the way this is set up as well. Really fits the overall theme. But I'm not sure what I'm doing. Like, nothing else keeps working. This guy is sad. Seems really stressed and angry and everything, but... like, there's no game over thing built into this, it seems. Not sure who made this, if he is even in the stream. I think I maxed it out, and nothing else works. I don't know what else to do here. So I'll press escape to exit. I think that the list is pretty much full, Xeriva. Sorry, I have 3 more hours to play and I have this list of games, so I don't think I'll be able to get to yours in time. This one is a tough one. I want to, like, fun. This is a very heavy mood game. So, I don't know what I should give him in terms of fun rating, because whether I should say fun as actually having fun, or fun as in understanding the mood and having the game get me in a certain mood. Because this is quite a depressing quote-unquote game. Control. Yeah. Made that before it's too late. But there's no game over function. Like, I think that if there... to put it the most depressing way, is that if it goes too far out of control, that the character commits suicide. To put it in a really bad, heavy way. Yeah, the game, if you like the way, I guess, like, I myself am really not a fan of this game, but it's really well executed. I think that I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5 for fun and presentation, because there wasn't quite, like, the entire art style and explaining how this stuff worked was really straightforward, easy to understand, but there was no game over thing, and there wasn't really any consequence, it felt like, other than the art slowly changing over time. Really heavy game in the emotional side of things. Missed a clear indicator of a clear how would I put this? Consequence for your choices, though. I'm gonna add it to the collection, though. Don't think I'll be playing it again, because it's a bit too heavy for me, but for people that are looking for that experience, that will be less slow. You can, and Xarifa as well, you can try to put your link in the by joining the Discord, go to the GMTK Games channel, and like add your game to the list. However, I cannot promise I will get to your game, as there's been a lot of submissions, and I'm probably not going to be able to get to all of them. This one is Developing Madness. So going to that one. Hope this one is a bit more lighthearted. Having two kind of heavy emotional games in a row is really not my style. I don't play those kind of games. It's a bit too much for me. But yeah, there's a long queue right there. Yeah, and those are all by stream watchers, so. But who knows? Maybe try to reach out to some other people. Okay. Bathroom. So WASD to move, E to interact. Always coffee nearby. So you need that one, you kept that one low, that one low. Alright. Rectal stuff. Okay, there's coffee. Need to work. Have to hold it. Now I'm making progress into my game. And your girlfriends, but maybe I should hide. And now my stamina is going down. Can I go? Okay, she's gone. Now I have to drink coffee to keep my thing up. Why is my stamina still going? I have to hide. Is she gone? This door opens. Oh, wait. E to operate. I can't do that. I need to drink coffee. Maybe this should go up instead of going with jumps. I have to do that twice to empty this. Okay, power search. Well, I know where the breakers are, so that's okay. I think doors should be openable 2 ways, though. Also, I need way too much coffee in comparison to everything else, it seems. Look at the time, I haven't barely been able to work. So one more jump. Another breaker issue. And Now, of course, the coffee stops working because I haven't done the break. I have to operate the breakers first. And now I'm stuck in a loop between operating the breakers and operating the coffee. And then also peeing. Now I'm pretty high on all the stats, so... I'll try to finally work a little bit. Time where I should hide. Well, it doesn't seem like I have much consequence here, but if I was just sitting here and working. Guess I need to make progress. Catch up with that. Well, now I'm onto the breakers, but the door is not two-way, so... Now it's coffee time. Another power surge. Damn, the power surge happens a bit too often, I think. It's all the way out here. It takes quite long to walk. Now this guy has to pee again. Here, like that one has way too short of a cooldown. Oh, he's... that's also a thing. Apparently. Now... the breakers are breaking again. Now I have to get coffee. Yeah, I'm gonna stop now because it's getting a bit too much. And it's getting quite long. Very nice presented work there. And pretty damn original to having to maintain all of these stats. But the overall balance of the game was not very good. So I'm gonna have to give it a stat like this, not a full 5 out of 5 everything. I will add it to the list. As it's a pretty decent game overall. It was tough for the first retry, but managed to complete it. Also a coffee maker. Come true notification on the screen. A lot of chairs. I think the game concept is nice, but the execution lacked a bit. Mainly the balance was a bit off. The circuit broke a bit too often, and most actions consumed a bit too much stamina / coffee didn't provide enough stamina to keep going. That's the main thing that I think with this game. Like, overall the art is nice, the sound stuff did work, and like having the roommate computer break, stuff like that, that's little genius things, but the issue arises when you can't actually maintain the different things, and also the doors. I'm gonna edit that real quick. Also, the door should be two-way to prevent the player from getting blocked by a door. That was a definite one, because I had to like really walk around the doors, which took me a little time of annoyance, basically. So yeah, there's that. Now the next one is bullet fishing. More games to play. We're at 1.5 hours into this stream. This time goes fast, man. Full screen is not real full screen. That's sad.
Okay, I'm almost ready. Let me just turn on player movement. Done. Can you move left and right with the arrow keys?
This is an interesting game.
Jumping with space. No jump. Great. Yeah, it's not you. It's me.
This is genius. This is not. This is game audio. This guy talking to me and typing. That's game audio.
Okay. Well, good news. You don't have to jump over that lava. Yeah, just jump down there and just see what's down there. I'll try and fix this. Okay, that should work, and boom. Error.
This is genius. This is genius.
That's where okay. No, that too. Okay, back to no jump. Okay, it's fine. There's lots of games where you can't jump. There's even a few Game Breaker Toolkit videos about them. Yeah, there's a lot of challenge to the game. Except
let me turn up the audio a little bit.
On jumping. But the good news is you won't die. I'm so glad I ran out of time to make the lava actually kill you. Let's see, okay. I'll teleport you to the next level. Okay, so again, so you can't beat this one, so just jump into the lava, see what's down there.
Wait, let me restart the game real quick. Let me restart it for you guys, so you guys can hear it properly. I'm gonna turn it all the way up. Because this is genius.
Okay, I'm almost ready. Let me just turn on player movement.
Can't do anything right now.
Done. Can you move left and right with the arrow keys? Yep. Great. How about jumping with space? No jump. Great. Yeah, it's not you. It's me. There's not even. I didn't even add like death or anything. It's just. Yeah, the lava doesn't do anything. Okay. Well, good news. You don't have to jump over that lava. Yeah, just jump down there and just see what's down there. I'll try and fix this. Okay, that should work, and boom. Error. Oh, what did I do wrong? Okay.
See how genius this is?
Get rid of all that. And then undo. That's where I... Yep, okay. No, that too. Okay, back to no jump. Okay, it's fine. There's lots of games where you can't jump. There's even a few Game Breaker Toolkit videos about them. Yeah, there's a lot of challenge to the game, except all of the levels revolve around jumping. But the good news is you won't die. I'm so glad I ran out of time to make the lava actually kill you. Let's see, okay, I'll teleport you to the next level. Okay, so again, so you can't beat this one, so just jump into the lava, see what's down there. Wait, what? Why didn't the lava kill you that time? I didn't...
Unconventional is an understatement.
It didn't last time. Oh. Fine, I'll try to add jump. Just give me...
I already have jump.
A few more seconds.
That's a bit of an oversight. That's a bit of an oversight. They're activating jump
right,
too early.
Oh, but that's why I wasn't working last time.
I won't cross it until after, because he's probably having a bunch of event boxes.
But it should work. Hit space. Yes! Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try and add some more stuff in, just, go on, beat the level. Okay, so, you should see a coin now. I think that hopefully is working.
I can't press left now.
So yeah, I just went back and grabbed that.
I can't.
Hello? Can you hear me? Are you pushing it? Yeah, it looks like you push. Oh, you can't move backwards. Okay.
I can now not
Oh,
move
we're gonna get in that
backwards.
fix. Just forget about the coin. Just run over to the door that's over on the right side of the map. Okay, this level definitely needs both left and right, so I'll try and get left working, but in the meantime, you go and grab that first coin. You know what? Traditional movement systems suck anyway. Let's make it a shoot to move. Click anywhere to shoot develop there. Oh, what happened now? What did you do? Wait a second. Yeah, you're still on it, on the screen.
I understand. You made the levels invisible when
Press
you shoot.
the left key. It's working now. Why is it working now? I didn't change anything.
Welcome to Unity.
It wasn't working.
Welcome to. This is my actual
Try the right
experience
ones.
with
It's still
Unity, though. This is my actual experience with Unity.
Right, works too. Perfect. So all we need to do is get you to see the screen again. You know what? Try shooting again. Maybe that'll work.
And now I can't.
Yes. You can
Now
see
I can't move.
But you can't move. Why?
I have
Okay.
to applaud this guy. Really.
Well, you can still shoot. So just switch between seeing and moving. Sure. Works. Kinda.
It was a bug.
just
It's
got
now a feature. Welcome to Unity, boys.
The rest of the level should work now. I'm gonna go eat some ice cream.
Gonna eat some ice cream. So here's the first. Here's the second. I have to shoot the seed. That was just the intro to the mechanic. Yeah, it was. So that's 3 up. I have to go 4 up. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we'll jump first. And we're gonna go over like this. And now I'm gonna shoot again because now I have to figure out where I'm going. This is a straight line. Oh, level complete. Alright. Sad that this full screen doesn't work though. Alright, I can imagine this. The Gyro game is trolling you, yes it is. Well, let's see what happens if I... Made it. Game Maker Studio. This guy... Yeah, it's a memory game. And just the way it was executed in terms of the tutorial, I can't give him anything else than a 20 out of 20. This is like such a genius concept for the tutorial. Maybe a bit on the long side. And the jump got enabled a bit too early. No reason not to play this game. Yeah, you want to try it at least once just to get the experience in, because it is a lot of fun. And again, it's just a memory game. Was fun to watch, yeah. Like people, you're gonna end up wanting to play some of these games. I'm gonna refresh this because dark mode is love, dark mode is life. Heart attack. Wait until resting. I don't know when that one is in the list, but yeah. Log in. Primary master drive fail. Secondary master drive fail. Why are there 3 master drives? Enter to continue. Pacemaker, it runs. Press any key to die. Definitely play it. I probably won't have the time to press any key. Doesn't seem to work. Enter. Oh wait.
You're dead.
Okay. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Go to marriage account on your until the IT guy arrives. Enter. Oh, press enter. Double glitch. Run too fast. Please play downloadable version. Okay, so I just have to press the downloadable version then. So, I mean, because of download is provided, I will play the downloaded version. Which is called Heart Attack. Heart Attack. And I'm gonna get Discord ping. What am I getting pinged for? Alright. Well, I will add this game to the list, but I'm very much doubt I'll be able to play it. Too many games in the list, man. Too many games. Virus.exe. This is totally not ominous. No full screen! Damn it. That's one thing I always dislike. When you're having a game maker game where it's literally a single checkbox to get full screen. Press any key to guy. Enter password. 994. Wait, I have to click on it. 9. No. No. Pretty quick mashing. Don't want to have that. These mashings are really short. The virus, no. And the password 943323. 943323. Those are really short because you have to do that. Install RAM.
You're dead.
This is a bit of a... The timers are a bit too short. I think that all of them could have added another second. And I should probably read the description. But the thing is, the description is normally not viewable unless you're doing a web browser game. And as such, you, like... I could read those, but at the same time, a normal person coming into here doesn't get to view those. So you must, as developer, realize that and make sure your game is playable without the description. That's something that just happens with these game jams. Like you can make the description as fancy as you want, but it doesn't matter if people don't get to see it, which is generally not the case. So yeah, welcome to my background, by the way. Yeah, this one was not, it was a bit too fast for me, but overall, the rest was pretty good. I have seen some of games that would be like this. I'm becoming a downloading a game called Virus. Well, I trust the game developer community as a whole, and I do have antivirus stuff installed, so I should be fine. Great idea. I think the timers were a bit on the short side. All of them could have used 1 to 2 more seconds. So I'm gonna add. People want to try it. It's the second malware game that's in the gems collection. The other one is another web browser game where you have to like click away at things and your RAM goes up and it crashes your PC basically. Spaceship moves unpredictably. That's not a line that I want to read, honestly. I hope there will be a tutorial. There's at least this full screen. But yeah, that's not a line I want to read. Because if your player, despite being out of control, quote unquote, okay. You're having no control over what you can do here, apparently. So you got obstacles that you must try and evade. Ooh, I was too late there. That's my fault. This is the only button you can press, by the looks of it. But there we go. So I dodged one. And you have no control over where you're gonna be going. You should need at least 2 directional options for this game to be playable. Like, I'm not even gonna replay this game because, like, you can only move in one direction. And I'm gonna ask you, as the developer, how is that fun? If your only option is to move up, and something from the top to the down, from the top towards you, you must move towards it and then have a random chance to move to the side. If you get another up one, you're basically guaranteed dead because you don't get 3 moves before he reaches you, especially because you're going 2 blocks towards it. So that it should at least alternate between a left and a right and then an up or down, so you're guaranteed to move out of the way. And that will be the least requirement for this one. yeah, I can't say I enjoyed this game at all. This is really a game where they're like, well, we made this little space game, but it has to be random. So what we do, we'll give him one input button and we'll just change which direction it goes at random. It'll be fine. You know? And I really like Lil with the wavy hand, like it'll be fine. That's what I think that this game is, what the developer had in his hand, and that combined with it submitted 20 minutes before the deadline, I think that he, I'm choosing the game to play. It's a queue, but the queue is pretty long, and I won't be able to get through all of the games probably. You can attempt to add your game to the queue by going to the Discord, link down in the description, GMTK Games channel, post your link there. But I can't guarantee I will get to your game just due to the length of the queue of people that have already entered. Notes that linking anything in the live chat doesn't matter. They immediately get removed. I don't even get to see those links. They just get auto removed. The originality was decent, but the presentation wasn't well executed. So I really can't give this game more than a 2 out of 5. Yeah. Just a random generated simulator Tetris. That would actually be a really cool thing. If you could have like Tetris tiles. That would actually be that's actually a genius idea. So like imagine you let me just open up a picture. Like this one. That could actually be a really amazing idea. Like let's say you had to have 4 tiles, random tiles generated for the game, and it will be a pile. So once you consume one of them, they will drop down, and then from the top, the new one would be falling in. Let's say this would be a tile. Now you could place it right here, and your drone will go up and right. And if you place it right here, it will go left and down. That would actually be a really good idea for this game. Tile movesets. And then you would have 2 points on the tiles, and you would have to put one of those 2 points, which would be the starting point and the end point. You'd always get the 4 different keys. No, I don't even think that would be the best. Like, I love the Tetris tile idea from the other dude for this game. That could be like, then you would be starting to puzzle because you have options. They would be random, so you wouldn't be in control of your movement because your movement is generated out of tile sets. You get to choose which tile set though, so you can still respond on what's happening. Right now, you don't have any options. That is what Tetris random. Now, what I've like the Tetris tile idea. That's what I think this would be a really good idea for, because even just having the 4 buttons wouldn't make this game a lot of fun. There wouldn't be anything new in there that would make it interesting. Yeah, you really have to figure out something that makes your game either unique or just simply fun. Yeah, the Tetris idea. I mean, it's just an idea that I'm throwing out there. Like, I'm not saying that it's the best idea and that you absolutely should have to do it. But it's just a suggestion that I would have that would drastically change up the gameplay that is provided by this game. It would still be random because you get 4 random generated tiles. But for each tile, you have 2 places where you could place it. So you have 8 movement options to put into here to try and evade the obstacles, instead of having just 1 and your high score simply being luck based. Yeah, so that's why I'm scoring this. I really like the idea of Tetris tiles as movement options. You would have 2 points per tile, start and finish, which you could place on top of the spaceship, after which the spaceship would move from the first point to the second point via the displayed path of the tile. For each slots with save moves. You never go over those slots, but if you move, you have one empty. Right, but you don't need it right now. That's fine. Save for later in 1 or 2 extra shots. I need to write. Cool. Say one earlier. That would be another option. That would be another option. The specific random selection method. Well, like I'm not even talking about the tile selection method of Tetris. I'm just talking about Tetris tiles. This is a Space Owl Odyssey. Okay. Space Owl Odyssey. Am I typing that correctly? Odyssey. No, I'm not. Odyssey. There we go. That's the proper pronunciation. It's not a word I use that much. Alright. Build. There goes the .exe. Oh well. I mean, I don't have time to read all of that stuff, man. We're almost halfway in and about 1/3 into all the submissions. I'm trying to get through as many submissions as I can, so I can't spend too much time. Left mouse to use jetpack. I have no vertical control for my camera. The art is nice. That I can say, but I wish I had vertical control for my camera instead of only horizontal. Also, it feels like you really need the jetpack. Okay, that one is like that one's way further than I can see. I can't see any depth because I can't. It's effectively 2D view because I can't change my direction. Okay, there we go. And I'm gonna die again because I have no real sense of where I actually am in a 3-dimensional space because I can't look up and down. I assume that the character itself is a 2D sprite. I really like the post-processing done to this game. Or it might actually just be textures. Like yeah, actually I think it's textures, as you can see, because it's a tile on all the sides. Overall pretty nice work, except for the fact that the game is hardly playable because you don't have vertical camera control. That's like a really big issue for this game. I don't think I can even make that effort. Also, where is the goal to get? Prayer capacities to estimate distance. Can I do sideways? Because that would at least help. Nope. Guess not. Well, it helps a little bit, but... Like, you have, as a developer... Like, one thing you have to keep in mind with developers. You are making the level. You have to go straight. Over there to that button. Well, I can't make that. I can't judge the distance because I don't have the ability to look up and down. And yeah, it's really hard to judge when that tile is coming and whether you are far enough forward for it. You lose all the momentum of the moving tile as soon as you let go of it. That's also something you have to learn. So, how many tries am I at now already? A lot. And there we go, I died again. Shadow, I don't think it would need the shadow necessarily. I think it would help, yeah. For the player, a simple circular shadow underneath it could be nice. Because like right now, I have no way to play this game, honestly. Also, why are we spawning like this way instead of facing that way with the button right next to it? And first learning how to jump like this before having to learn how to use the jetpack. Like, and this tile is just moving too far to the right, so you can't compensate for it. Right, to land via shadows. Couldn't have said it better. I liked the art. I did really like the art. And during the second part of the game, your jetpack goes out of control. Most people won't reach your second game. Part of the game. Most people won't. For me, for example, I had an infant runner. You immediately go into it. There's a control scheme on the top left, and it just throws you into it, basically. It doesn't really need an tutorial because it's pretty straightforward. But there is also no second level, basically. It's only infinite repeatable. This is the same issue that the other player that had this like almost Dark Souls-like 3D game with the melee combat earlier. Forgot the name already, but that one is was just too long. You don't get to the second part, so the out of control part is not even there in this case, unless you want to count that your vision is out of control and your depth is out of control, because the game looks like partial 2D, partial 3D, and yeah, not very fun, and not very original. I am speed. One platform speed. I am speed. Yeah. The art is nice. It has custom shader work, definitely. That's good. And all the art is made during the jam, so that's also really nice. I think more progressive with the gap between is actually very big, especially if you don't have a view of depth. Wait, was that how late was that one? 1 minute for the deadline. 1 minute Wow. Well, actually, that's not even that bad. Wait. Close call. Here you go. Just look at this one. Submit it. 1 second before the deadline. And remember, submitting is the first release. That is not updating your build with a new version. That is the first version they uploaded. Some people live a dangerous life. Yes, they do. Matt lad. Yes, they are. Alright. Yeah, so if you think 1 minute is short, try 1 second. Override control. Oh, this is actually one of the games that uses my music. This is you must modify the code overlay rate and the input program. There's the corresponding key to use it. I won't need that one. I can't reach it. So I have to go right. Save there with your PC. Huh. In this case, I need to get that one, and then I need to be a bit intense, but it works though. Not sure what I'm supposed to use here, unless I have to squeeze myself. Oh, that works. This is a funky one. Am I out of range now? I'm out of range. Okay, good to know. God, kidding me? I'm out of range again. Okay, there we go. I need direct line of sight to it. I see. This is pretty intense for what you have here. True. That's okay. And I just grab that one. I go big brain here. I bet beat the system there. I mean, it was somewhat based on that. Not gonna lie. Now I'm out of range. Well, I guess I might as well figure out what's over here. Well, not much, I guess. I have to save one of the buttons into the other platform. I understand, but the hitboxes are a bit odd, so it's a bit hard. So the question is which order. I think I need to keep that one in there. I'm already over in the line. screw up. No! I can't reach it. Aww. Oh, I think I had to grab this one. I can't undo this. Can I? It's a nice little game, but I can't quite figure this one out in time. So I'm gonna have to stop here. I did like this idea of how it worked. Yeah, I need to ride on the big platform, probably, yeah. But it ended up a bit, like, the level design was a bit on the rough side. The music was actually written by me. This user actually, some people asked whether they could use assets from other users, and this is actually made by me for the jam. You can see here. Overall, it's a solid 4 out of 5 game. Like, the level design was a bit rough. Level design was a bit rough, but great concept and well executed overall. We're about halfway in, so I guess I might as well just plug my own game for a little bit. So my own game is called actually, this is not my game. I thought I would have had it there. Highway 35. There we go. That's my game. And I'll just open it up. Should be in here. Yep. There we go. Short little plug break. Everything was made during the jam except for the racing track and the street lights. If you hit something, my guess I get stuck, so I have to respawn. Game is 1 FPS on the stream. I can see. I'm not sure why that is. No clue what it is. For me, the stream is buffering. I think YouTube is dying. YouTube has been dying during streams quite often. Not sure why, because my bitrate is actually pretty high. Simple escape to close it, I guess, but kept your game's frame rate. The game, yeah, I did not actually cap the frame rate. I normally do that, but I didn't do that for this one specifically. But I don't think it's necessary. Okay, for some reason, one of the games had a button that includes starting my recording, so that's apparently was a thing. So actually my hotkeys, I think I know why. Yeah, there we go. I can get rid of those real quick. Okay, so it was recording at the same time, so OBS was having a bit of a hard time. Not sure why it started recording on its own, but oh well. So that's the game I had. 10 different tile sets, infinite runner. I already commented on this one. Did I add it to the collection? I did. Alright. They must run out of control. Honestly, I'm getting tired of titles that have control in the name. They must run out of control. Nice plug. I mean, people asked about the music, and that's where the music comes from. I made it specifically for my own project. No. Full screen! There's a one check box. mean, I've only seen one game that actually mentioned, like, press a button for full screen. Did that, had full screen. Another game, in Game Maker, turned out to have F11 for full screen. But other than that, no options. What is that? Okay, I must evade those. Alt enter. Nope. Okay, so that can just pick you up there. And that just like gives me a sound bug. How can you evade this? How? What's this difficulty spike? I managed to randomly outrun it. But then there's the second one. How am I supposed to outrun these? I can't see beyond where I am. Run away. I managed to get past it by sheer luck. I was beating you up. Oof. Live as a blue person. Oh wait, do I? Ah. Gives me a bit of an audio bug by the looks of it. Come after me. So the blue person's response is to start electrocuting people. Oh boy. Okay, that one's chasing us, so we're gonna electrocute another cop. You coming? Come here. Guess this is the life of a blue person now. The game list is pretty much full. I'm not even halfway into my list, but I'm already past halfway in my stream. So there's no real way for me to judge your game, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do another stream after this one, because I do have some other stuff to attend to. So now can I... Okay, there's more. Oh god. Nope. I got beat up. The frequency of the sound is painful. Yeah. I think this game, I don't know. I'm not sure what they're supposed to be for out of control. I think that it should turn off much faster when you like. There's no save. Yeah, exactly. It's a long level. There's no lives that you gain or whatever. So yeah, you must be really careful. Okay, I made it. I think I'm gonna start electrocuting people over here. The sound is pretty obnoxious though. But the fact that I'm actually electrocuting people, it's kind of feel bad. Come here. He's ignoring me. Where am I supposed to go, though? There's no other thing or place where you can go. Is this guy coming after me now? Yeah, your guy's ears, I know. I will stop now. Okay, I've killed all of them. So the goal was to literally kill all of them. Playing. That was it. Oh god, this game. Points. First point. Audio. Please think about frequencies that are especially or near static noise for the electricity part. It's near static, monotonous, single frequency playing. More in the story than the gameplay. Maybe. But I'm not even talking about that. Yeah, the sounds, just actually having a bzzz, actually like electricity sound would have helped you a lot. The game felt really punishing because you couldn't see ahead. Like, you can walk around the guards, but because you can't see where the guards are currently at, there's no way for you to see, like, okay, when can I continue? It's kind of like with Deus Ex. Deus Ex has this wall-penetrating vision, because as a 3D game, of course, you can't see from top down. They solved that by being able to see through walls, so you can actually see where the enemies are and go around them and play stealthily. That's not an option with this game. You're in the first level, it's fully random chance. Do you enter the area right when the guard is not looking? If yes, you can walk around him. If no, you die. That's a big problem. And for the second level, again, actually the same thing. You have to get through the middle, get to that lightning area, or you have to kite every single one guard before the blockade, before the opening, all the way back, which leads to a very long time. You have to play. Well, it sounds good on your computer, but monotonous game audio is always something you want to avoid. That is, yeah, you want to make your sounds interesting. Well, it's interesting to like, bzz, there's not really anything interesting there. Yeah. Maybe even just like a lightning impact or something. Who knows? You know, that that could be later in the game that you can have a remote control over which pool of water you charge. Like if you could do that remotely, there's like have a lightning impact and like boom, like that makes sound interesting. But this case, yeah, it wasn't really too interesting with the sounds. So that's a big downside there. It definitely could have used some way to view ahead, or have a way to like zoom out. Those two things could really help with navigation. So I'm gonna have to give you 3 out of 5 for fun and originality. Like, well, I did kind of enjoy the concept. There was definitely a lot of stuff lacking on the fun department. Originality, yes, it is more. This is really a fake line here, and it doesn't really come true in the story design right now. Presentation, execution overall, it was okay. I mean, I assume you said this was your first game ever. Like, for a first game, you definitely want to learn, and I assume that you spent a lot of time figuring out how to do the AI. So I think you kind of messed up in scope there. Which is something everyone does at first. Everyone looks at the big, read any of the text. I did read them, but I didn't read them out loud. That's one thing I don't really do. I don't really read too many texts out loud. You can see with the visual novel as well. I didn't really speak at all because there was only reading going on and there was nothing else, so I couldn't really comment on anything. I also don't really did spend too much time on AI and art. Yeah, like a lot of first game developers look at those big indie games, such as, for example, Robocraft. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. It's a block building fighting game that kind of died out recently and was playable from like 2014 to 2018. That's 4 years, and they at least spent at least a full year before the initial release of 2014, like making the game. It's a 5-year development plan. You, as your first game dev, are not going to spend 5 years. And now we're going to scope that down to this case. A lot of these developers already have experience. If you look at previous game gems, there are other people that actually spend like 40 hours and maybe have like maybe 8 hours sleeps, but maybe even just a straight 48-hour non-stop awake, non-stop deving jam, or they already had a lot of experience, knew where to start. So the top, like, you shouldn't aim to make one of the top games on the jam. That's a bit, it's a bit harsh right now, but try to start small. Like the hitbox stuff, figuring that out, that's all really nice. But you have to keep everything equal. You spend a lot of time on the AI and art, which shows because the level design was lacking in return. So that's how I'm gonna save the rating if it's like that. Art was nice. Good job on the AI, but gameplay was a bit lacking, as well as the level design. Please stray away from monotonous game audio SFX sound effects, like the lightning SFX you used. Like, you didn't even have like the lightning. You didn't even have to make it lightning. You could have used fire, for example. That you made your guy red instead of blue. You know, stuff like that. And then instead of, what was it? I think it was wood walls. You would have stone walls, and you would have these little piles of wood that you can then turn on. For example, stuff like that. You could have gone with an entirely different route, and then you could have changed the sound effect. You have a lot of options. Like, you have, in principle, you have full freedom of what you want to do. And that's also something to keep in mind, I guess, for the sound. If the sound doesn't quite fit, try to change what actually happens so you can go with an entirely different sound. We're going to go on to the next game. Hover. Web page game. I hope you can do something with the feedback I gave you. And just remember, as a first game designer, take small steps. What I did is I watched a shit ton of tutorials, and I had a guy that could walk and jump and look around in the camera. I can now set that I took like 3 weeks to make that, and now I can do that in 5 minutes because I know how it works. Start. How for your mouse are you A or D to move? Oh, you have to keep your. This is like the control influence sphere idea, but you have to track it. You don't want to do that though. Offloading. Platform. It's actually pretty straightforward. You have to make sure the control influence sphere is at the right place. Not sure about the game audio, but pretty solid idea overall. Really solid execution here. Be careful, suddenly a hazard appears. You can only see those if you're hovering over them, okay. Is there any other hazard? There's a hazard over there. So, how do I solve that? I cannot move these down, okay. So I go up here. Can I not touch that at all? I can go above it. That works. Then I'd have to figure out whether that works or not. Can't control the player anymore, so you have to move it around. Oh. worked. I'm auto deal now. Thank you for playing. Neat little game. Decent originality. It was overall just a pretty clean game. I mean, it was short, but short is fine. Short is fine. Like, like this is just a solid game. It's not super special, but it's solid, and that's all you're looking for, really. 10 or 10 for the recover. Yeah, I was pretty quick to react there to save it. It was a bit of a big jump there, so that's why I'm not really giving you too much higher score. And there's no option to play further if you so wish to do. But it was a pretty good, solid game. Solid game. Would love to see Nermanos actually needed. Yes, I know. More levels. As well as a transition level between where you can and cannot control your player. That was a bit more easy than the current last level. It's mostly like adding more content actually to this game. Like, the short is nothing negative, but it will add to the game and make it even better. And oh, also the music. Actually, not reply. Go back. Edit. Also, the music can do with an improvement. The little piano sound effects were pretty nice to indicate where you want to go. I think I'm actually gonna go for 5 on those two, actually. Give it a little bit extra points. Like, this makes me think of that game called OK, where some of the people in the chat were actually like disliking it because it was too simple in terms of design, but it had nothing more than it actually needed, and which is just the case with this game. This is just the bare minimum of what it needed to make it fun. And the idea was just clean executed. All I can say with this one, the Wang user, please keep going with this game. Add more levels. Add a level selection screen, perhaps. And like, yeah, have maybe even a campaign for the missions, because overall the game is clean. Tutorials of flex. What do you mean? I'm not quite sure what you mean with a bit about tutorials of flex. No, thanks for the view. Well, no problem. I'm gonna go on to the next game. Out of Controls. I'm really getting sick of the people naming their game the exact same way. At least we have full screen. Starts. Our keys are A and D. Oh. I've already make it. Oh. Oh, good thing there's a checkpoint. Can I? That's... This is a clean little game. Checkpoint? I think I have to put it here in order to make jumps. I can't place any buttons there. It says, okay. If I place a key here, then I would be able to go up, wouldn't I? No, I can't. Go in. Really nice little touches with how you can't. And I place it here. So that's how that's a little ingenious way of doing things. What happens if you lose control of your button? Like you left the button right there and you go out of the screen. Does it automatically get returned? That's something I think you need for yours. And maybe even snap the blocks to. I need this to go back. Put it forward. I need this one further forward though. Retrieve that button. Interesting. Ah, that is right. Click the empty slot to retrieve your button. Okay. Nice. Can I put this halfway in to block both shots? Okay, I can. Bit of slippery edges of the blocks. That's one thing that I can add. How would I do this? I need that button. Animation is smooth. Definitely. Oh, I can't do that. There's a bit of an. Can't place it at the same spot. So I need to replace it. I need to replace this block with the other one. How am I gonna do that? Can't fit this block in because I already have stuff there. I screwed up. I'm about to die now. I know that I wanted to have this block right there. Ah, shit. That's the slippery side buttons I was talking about earlier, and there you go. Never play at the same time. Yep, I noticed. Thank you for playing. That last little puzzle was nice. Wait, this is a browser game, isn't it? Yeah, it was a browser game. Okay. This is just such a clean game. You did kind of close. Capsule for a platformer. Yeah, I think you should have done a cube. And I think you should have done at least a little bit of more snapping instead of like a single pixel. That it should be like at least 2 or 3 pixel snapping. Those are the 2 things that I can add. a lot of fun. Very original way of like placing blocks to make a platform. Presentation was very clean. Now the only thing I can rate on it is, yeah, the slippery corners, and those got me a little bit. And I think what you could actually really do with this game is have one more button for crouching. I think that is all it would need, but that's not even like an absolute necessity. I think you could do that like later down the line, where your character would go like a little bit, stopping this war. Yeah, I see it snaps in pixels, but well, I think at least half a block should be possible, so you can block 2 shooters at the same time. This one is best executions, yeah. But like the loss of a control, in this case, you don't feel like that was like he just took it and ran with it, and that's the important part. That gives me a high like originality value for me, because like sure, losing a control button, not being able to put a sort of input, that's a very common idea. But why is the player losing that control? And what effect does the loss of that control have? In this case, both of those have an answer. The loss of the control allows you to have a platform in the world. It's a trade-off. And that's a very nice design thing. Mark would definitely like this one, yeah. I will add it to the Game Gems collection. If you are in the Discord, check the announcement channel. I will link this thing in there. Yeah, it's clearly that it's well balanced. That's a very good thing. But I think for a second or third level, like what you could do is the first level only have left and right, and what you have to like drop your button inside of holes to work over the holes. That's what you could do with your first level. Then you add the space bar for the second one, and then you would have the duck button, which would be, I assume, S, for example, where like your character will be 1.5 to 2 blocks high, and you have to duck to get under. Like for example, with this area right here, that's on this image, you would have to duck to get underneath here. It was literally one line of code. Nice. Yeah, this is definitely a game that you should keep going. Even just having like, let's say you have 3 stages, and each stage has 5 levels, and the first stage again would be left right, the second would be left right jump, third line. I'm just giving examples here. You can definitely make more levels with this game, and it would just work. Definitely keep going with this game. If you have an update, now it's not necessarily slower progression, but just more content. I finish your game, and I want to play more. That's a good thing. I want to have more levels to play through. It's not necessarily that it has to be slower progression. Like, you can give the full controls on level 1 or 2, no problem. But we need more. We need to be able to play more levels with this one. I want to do that. I want you to update this game, and I'm even just gonna give it full 20 points. Like, there's some minor negative points. Maybe an upgrade for the soundtrack. Maybe some new wonky sound effects for the jump and etc. and placing the blocks. It could be have a little bit more audio excitement in there. So yeah, again, just keep updating this game. If you make updates, like no matter, like this page might be locked, but you can upload it to somewhere else. Send me the link. I want to play it. Just keep in touch, really. In the Discord, the Discord is not going anywhere, so you can contact me on the Discord. And that's it. We're gonna go on to the next one because we're almost 3 hours into the stream and we still have a buttload of games to rate. So, out of control fishing. Your move is outside of the player's control. If the fish, like if you can predict it, but not control it directly, like if you can control it indirectly, sure. But direct loss of control. That's not a fun mechanic. So this is called out of control fishing. Okay. Out of control fishing. Okay, there we go. Paste that. Extract it. .rc.exe. Reach the finish. Okay, that's actually a pretty nice, neat little way of doing things. Oof. You have to react quickly. Oh god, here's the finish line. Actually, that's not the finish line. It really throws you in there. One of these, go down. Neat little the way of designing things. Like, you still got the feeling of direct control. Alright. I don't think we have to play that one again though. It's simple, clean. Well executed. There's no negativity here, really. It needs a little bit more to do, though. Like, for what it has planned, it is executed very cleanly. Nice art, really clean execution, but it needs a little bit more. Yeah, it just needs a little bit more. That was my complete experience. I played for a minute, and I'm now just thinking about what did I just play. And do I want to play it again? Not really, because it wasn't really enough to keep my attention. So I'm gonna have to give it a little bit lower on fun. But like having to your player is following a random moving fish basically is pretty nicely done. So I'm gonna give it a reasonably high score, but a relatively low fun rating because it needs a little bit more. Yeah, more to do. It felt just like a really short little thing, and the game lasted about a minute, and it really left me wondering what else could be done with this concept. Needs a little bit more playability to it, I think. Still a reasonably high score because it's very cleanly executed, but it's a little bit lacking in what's actually done with how playable it is. Interference is going to be the next game in the list. Okay. Like, the biggest issue with that fish game is I'm gonna forget about it in 10 minutes. Like, I'm not even gonna really remember I ever played it. There's nothing really too memorable about the experience. Like, okay, clean execution, sure. But the design needs a little bit of an improvement, I think there. Like, you have to make your game memorable in one way or another. Like, I still remember with that 3D almost like Dark Souls-like game at the start because it was very large. I still recall the hacking game because it was chaotic. I still recall the game with the coffee because I was continuously doing the same thing. It was kind of imprinted into our brain. But this game, I'm already starting to forget about it. The fish game. Well, the computer virus hacked. By a computer virus hacked into a targeted computer. Break havoc inside of the system. That means the next Star computer may cause the system to become more and more unstable. More and more bugs and glitches. Their benefits, some get you in trouble. That's an interesting idea. Yes. nice art, though. There's a little bit of screen shaking. You remember because all the more memorable games, maybe. But realistically speaking, most players that will play it will just move on. I like the audio of this one. It definitely feels like there's glitches. And now I have more glitches, so more spawners. I'm not sure what this bar on the top left is though, if that is my health bar or something. Also look at the edge of the screen where the visibility of the stuff is, like, see that? That's cool. And this really fits like some little IO game. Like, I have to double check whether this would be releasable on a web browser. Like, this feels... Map module is out of control. So the map... Okay, so the map doesn't update from a central position anymore, but rather from this little node. Oh, now it just runs off, so I just want to stick with it. So I know what's happening around me. Before I get to mention glitches. Well, I got a few. I got a health, I got these things, I got the health, and I got the map. Camera's out of control. Okay, so now I am really limited to this play area, and because of the map being loose as well, I can rarely do anything. I like the way the shots slowly convert into rainbows once I get close, when it gets farther away though. Is there any range limit to amount of like how much I can shoot? Doesn't seem so. I think that the camera and the map should purposefully look for enemies, actually. Like, they kind of force you closer into the action. Instead of, I'm kind of like just chilling here right now. Like, that's one thing I think you could do with this game. Like, force the game where you want to go. Because you have, like, you as a game developer have control over where the different, like, map parts go. Oh, camera module is fixed itself. Okay, cool. Distance to it. Yeah, but I don't want to go where... Oh, my movement, vertical movement inverted. I like the weapon power-ups. I definitely like those. I have to get controls fixed. Alright. Thank you. I like my controls fixed. But now I'm kind of just sitting here in the middle of nowhere. Killed everything there is to kill, really. Because I'm not straying away from my mini-map. I don't want to go into somewhere blind. Actually, I can drag it a little bit. Nope, I'm going back. Game suggestion here or elsewhere. I'm no longer taking game suggestions because will be able to play all of them. I have about 1 more hour and I still have so many games to play. I won't get to all of them, so I can't really accept more. I've been playing yesterday as well for pretty much the entire day. And I don't really have enough time to put in much more, play more games basically. This game has a lot of playability to it. I have to run after the camera. The only thing I could add is add intelligence to the remote control, like the map, mini-map. If it sees something, an enemy on the map, stuff like that. Maybe add an ability for overheal if you're playing really well. That would be nice to have more than 100% health. That's cool. The sound, where the sound comes from. We're gonna sound inaccurate. Glitch exploited. Damage doubled. Overall, this game is well executed. The style fits really well. And then the cost. Now, I'm gonna have to quit the game because I'm gonna play this for too long. I think you should make this a web browser game for whoever made this one, Bruce Catter. I mean, you could make it a Unity game, keep it like this, but I think you would gain from making it a web browser game. Because this feels like a web browser game. Yeah. Control for the glitches. That would be a great improvement. Yeah, the originality of stuff randomly happening, random events, is pretty common here. But overall, the execution is extremely clean. Had a lot of fun. Played it for quite a while. And that's going to give me an overall 19 out of 20 points. Gonna add it to the collection. Gonna get to that later. I would love to see some update for this. Would love to see an update for this. Where you as the developer makes the broken modules smart. For example, have them actively seek out enemies so you as player are forced to follow the module, and if you model and get into danger to keep its benefits. Maybe having some like sound cues for the direction of where the enemies are coming from would help as well. So like for the spawners mainly, to have the audio module make sense if it disconnects. Duplicating adventures is gonna be the next game. I can't really tell too much about your game. I would love to play it another time, but I'm gonna have to move to the next one right now. Duplicating adventures. I'd say I do get the feeling of having square eyes for having played 12 hours worth of games in the last 24 hours. Almost. I have an hour left. So I've got to see how many games I can raid within that hour. At least I got full screen with the little controller there. That's the first time I've seen that controller. And we're going to start. There's no sound here. What is my gun doing? Can I? It doesn't seem like I control the aim of the gun. The gun bullets seem to go wherever really. I don't seem to be able to hit anything. Okay, I can hit these if I hit them often enough, but there's no feedback on this. Like there's no force, impact, or sound, so I don't think this guy damages me either. It just makes my screen shake because physics. The colliders bumping into each other. Yeah, I think I'm gonna quit this game already. Relax, work on the game. Yeah, this is a very big example of someone that scoped way too large. We have 3D models that he created art for. That must have been a lot of work. It's a solo dev project. 3D work. It's a lot. Very much a lot to do. But I think you scoped a bit too large for this project. It seemed very much unfinished. Yeah, that's really everything seemed unfinished. There was no audio. There were no like the animations for the it says zombies. Well, there were skeletons by the looks of it, more like, and like the walk animation was there, but then he didn't add a another animation, like an impact animation. Again, I just got another ping on Discord. So please do not PM me with games. Azerty gameplay starts the same. Game browsers for the French keyboards. Oh, that's a bit odd. Azerty. That's a odd keyboard layout. I think I'm just gonna even just refrain from rating this because I don't want to give it a bad grade simply for being unfinished. So your castle is running away, my lord. So this is your game then, Elifieur. Oh yeah, there I see your name. So I only work for Azerty keyboards. Antenna ratio Flan Grande. I have a queue, but I cannot just pull you up in the queue as random. All of these people have been waiting for 3 hours for me to rate their game. And the queue is just pretty much 4. I have about an hour more, and it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 15, 30, 40, 50 minutes. And then a wrap up. I don't have any more time to play more games. Like, this is literally my limit. I might even not be able to make all of these games within time. Alifier, you're not really, you shouldn't really be allowed to update the game like this. So I actually have to play this version for it to count because this entry this is an external link. It's a down, like if it was a download link submitted before it finished, then I would have downloaded that one. But this is a link that most likely has been added after the submission ended, which is not allowed. So I'm gonna have to test it in this way. And I have no idea how that's gonna work out. So we'll figure that out. I can walk right, down. Q is left. And A is up. Taking towers. What are these towers supposed to do? Oh, they shoot enemies, okay. Oh, you have to defend the chicken. I see. It's a bit odd to control now. Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard to control now due to the control changes. I think that you should consider always developing in QWERTY and not developing in... Oh, I gotta get another turret. I got another turret, okay. This is cool. Let's put another down. Let's put a cannon down as well. This is a cute little tower defense game, but the queues clicking your SRT keyboard. I do not have one. And as a developer, you should consider the playability of your game on all platforms, first and foremost. So like, this would be a neat little game if I could actually control. Because my down button is higher than my up button, for example. This is really kind of screwing me over. And it feels like you can mostly gain from just placing a lot of stuff. Oh god, what's that? Those are tanks. That's a tank-ish thing. Just before that line. Yeah, but that's a lesson learned, right? I think if it wasn't for the screwed up controls, like I think I'm gonna let it die. I think he already died, but the idea here is definitely fun. It took me a little while to figure out how to get more guns. Like I will rate it independent from. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna download it here, real quick. Okay, that's a new version. I will quickly just give this game a shot. This version a shot. Simply. Oh, these are updated as well. That's nice. Upgrades. Like this is a fun game. This is a little cute game. It's very nice that I can shoot while I'm carrying it, so you do not get punished for carrying stuff around. That's a very nice thing. And your counters, you're just running after this guy with your turrets. And you want to upgrade him because otherwise you gonna have more turrets to carry. Like, this is a little adorable game. I'm not gonna rate it based on this version, but I'm gonna rate it on the other version. But I do really like this concept right now. Tower defense, where you're running after your objective and you're literally physically running around with towers. It's a nice thing. I think we do need more of these turrets though. The rapid fire turrets seem to be pretty powerful. Also, him running into the forest might make things a little bit difficult. Oh dear god, that's a lot of enemies. I think just leaving towers out in the open is also a good idea. Gonna put another turret on those. Another one of those over there. This is a great improvement. Spamming turrets everywhere is definitely a meta thing that you can do here. I'm gonna have to move a turret. Move this ice turret. Adorable little the tower limit. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see. That's a good to know thing. I think that if the chicken needs a little bit of a path that it follows, so you can at least plan ahead. Because now it feels a bit too random for that. I'm now really running back and forth with my chicken. And it needs some help. It really needs some help. Upgraded gun. He shoots faster now. Pretty straightforward idea. Music fits as well to make it better. that's a big boy. I need a cannon for that. Don't die. Have that cannon. This one is good, yeah, but again, this is a little bit cheaty as you updated the version after the submission date. That's a thing. It's a caveat, basically. I can't update it. Upgrade this cannon. Ooh, bigger cannon. There we go. Put it over there. 100% the same. Well, now it's fixed, but there are some changes there. Definitely noticeable changes. Definitely noticeable changes. I'm gonna pick up this one so I can upgrade it. Where can you see the health of your chicken? That's a bit of my issue. I need this tower here. I died. Iceberg, play my game. The beginning defenders. It's very close to the enemy. What's your game? Oh, I see. Here's the health bar. That was. Oh, that game. I can. You can check a little bit back. Yeah, I think you really went for too big of a scope. I love this game though. I'm gonna have to give you a lower presentation value and a small bit of fun value downgrade because of the Atrium keyboard. But this is another one of those games that I want to play again later when it has a proper update after the jam. So please keep in touch, Elifier. Because the art is adorable, the audio fitted very well. Movement speed and movement speed upgrade would be nice. Other than the obvious fixes that this game needs, keyboard input. I think that the chicken could have a displayed path it walks into. Walden Laboratories, I'm sorry, the list is already full. I will not be able to play any more games that are currently on my list. I might even not even be able to play the last one or two, and those already will have feel bad. So yeah, I want to try to finish this list as fast as possible. Walks, so you can plan ahead. Actually, should have a display path for the walk so you can plan ahead. So you can at least like put the tower in a place will be able to cover the current position of the chicken and the position it walks into. Like you will not put a tower pretty far in front of the chicken if the chicken suddenly walks to the left. If you know it walks to the left, you got to put it further back and more towards the left to account for that. Planning ahead is definitely a thing that you need to be able to do if the castle is walking around. It's sad that's such a mistake. True. But that's the same thing, for example, with full screen. Very small detail, drastically change the playability of your game. Game, you're about to get one. You're next. Pit and the double pendulum. That's the next one I'm gonna be playing out. What you mean, live predictability? I can continue to talk a little bit about our game while I play with this game. Yeah, full screen is another really big thing that you can gain by two separate gorillas. 5, 6, 7 with a pendulum to move. Wait. Oh, oof. Survived 9 seconds. Give it one more shot. It's really hard to tell how far the pendulum is going to swing, though. Had to sneeze there, so I couldn't control for a second, but that's a really short little game. Yeah, I have to agree. Don't know if I should be assuming here, but is this your first game? Because if it was a nice small scope, because the game is clean. The pixel art style is there. Chicken Turtle City. Nice pronunciations there. Ushit Hirsch. Yeah, I got slammed. Like, the feeling of getting slammed by the pendulum is definitely there. There's definitely a big challenge, but in the randomness, I would say. I think that if you have an indicator, like let's say you had two bars, one on the left side, one on the right side, and on the left side would be the rotation speed of the big one joint, and on the second would be rotation speed of the small joint. So you could see when it's about to change, so you can account for that. That's something I would add to this game. It's a really small but very cleanly executed game. Pretty decent overall setup. Like, it's a really small scope game. It could definitely do with a bit larger scoping, but for what it has, it is very clean. So I'm actually gonna add it to the collection. Small scope, but very clean. Very aesthetic. Very clean execution. Could do. There we go. Does lose health and he does die. With your game, I didn't notice any response to getting hit. Because, let's see how it works. Could do with some prediction as to how the rotation speed will change. Like, if you only have a linear line that indicates, like, let's say you have just, again, the line, it has a center line. If it's rotating to the right, it will be, the bar will be filled from the center to the right. And, if the center line, like, if it's going to the left, it'll be from the center line to the left. That's how the rotation will change before it actually changes. Also, maybe make it a platformer, because what you could do is have a platform game where you have these pendulums, and all of the pendulums, they would have their own little bars to indicate what their speeds would be. That's something you could add. Don't know if Pico 8 supports something that goes outside of this screen, so like level scrolling. So yeah, very nice ending, lovely art and fun selections. So it's a solid game. It's just very small scoped, and I think that over time you can increase the scope size. Windman. Like, I think that Pico 8 game is a little bit of an example of slightly underscoped. Like, it's a cool game. That's why I'm giving it 4 out of 5 on all the categories. But new game. Glide with space. Okay. Okay. And for map. Where am I? Oh, I think I'm right. I'm right there. Yeah, I must be right there. Glide. And then I was to drop down and go here to the next one. That's a circle. Use map. I'm right there. Glide to fly. I have no clue where I'm at right now, though. Oh. Wait, where am I? That's the up section. I think over there. Isn't it? Yeah, I think... Oh, now I'm getting teleported over to this side. So... That's a square. It's supposed to be. Over on this side. Need another square. Good luck. There's a teleportation area here. That didn't quite work. Here I'm gonna go up. Now I teleport. Now I have to figure out where I am. I think I'm over here. That mean that... No. Now here's this one. This one needs to be a square. And if I go fly up here, then I'll get teleported around. I'll teleport over here. So this one needs a triangle. Can I get over here? Ha! Okay, this needs to be a circle. This could do with an interact button, I think. And this one is getting to be a bit too massive for me, I think. You can see how large it is. Looking out for of Tio from Celeste. No idea who that is. The game is pretty clean. Could do with an interact button though. Like, it's not my style, but it's cleanly executed. When it's out of control, and it teleports back to a random place. Which I run after that. Well, originality is pretty good, and presentation is decent. Like, it took me a little while to realize what the readings were, and the basic WASD stuff was actually not explained. So it's a solid 4 out of 5 overall. I think the tutorial signs could have used, should have included the WASD buttons, as well as an explanation of the teleport and wind. Also, the map should be a bit more accurate. Had a bit of a hard time figuring out where I was. Also, I think that the symbol statues could use an interact button instead of touching, because at the last one that I touched, I was at a small tree-wide platform, and if I fell off the platform, I have to get back up there, and that's a bit of a struggle. Which, yeah, you didn't quite need with a game like this. If a simple interact button would mean that you can just change it real quickly and don't have to worry about falling off because you have to stop touching it and then touch it again. A young girl always tries to plan ahead. You're turning her in her mind. Bit weird. Fake theme there. We'll figure out how it works in a second, I guess. I have 13 more minutes, so I do have to get a little bit faster here. Oh, that's not the right one. So this one is called Kid. Okay. Simply short name Kid. Extract here. Okay. Kid. Possible. There's two.exe. I assume I have to use the kit.exe. Did I re-export to another .exe? Huh. So you record the input, and once you hit the finish, it will start jumping. So all you have to do for this game to work is simply look at where it is. So as soon as it stops, I will start walking on top of it. Now this finish this area. This sprite could have a little bit of change. It was a bit of an odd sprite. So now it's stopped. So it should. There's a delay in when she starts walking, doesn't she? Okay, no, that worked out pretty well, actually. Not sure. Yeah, not sure why that was. So as soon as this one stops moving, I will jump on it. And I think actually now it might become an issue because I entered here before I should. Everything resets. Okay. But where's the challenge then? Like, what makes it different from you controlling the ghost from you controlling the character? Like, where's the difference there? Okay, that is apparently a falling. Or apparently I could just do that. That's kind of circumvents the game. Oh. Everything's sent. Early in the replay. This is rather buggy. I think some of these sprites are poorly done. Like these seams are really sharp compared to the rest. And the replay system is quite a bit off, as you can see here. Yeah, quite a bit off. Again, I won't be able to play these things too much. If it doesn't pique my interest, I'm not gonna continue playing it. I don't really understand the purpose of this game. the originality was decent, but the presentation was poor, and you saved it, but it set a position. The point which are falling. Yeah, because it feels like this input, it seems almost random. You can't really plan on it. Like you wouldn't have. It doesn't really seem to add anything to the gameplay. Like, it's still just a platformer, except that you play it, and then afterwards, an AI tries to do your moves. And sometimes it doesn't work. And in that case, you fail. Which, even though you perfectly did the platform, you don't have it in control. So, you might just randomly fail because the AI screwed something up. And you don't have control over that. So that will only create feel bad situations. It doesn't add anything positive to the experience. Apart from we couldn't use the positions. Yeah, like, how does this add to the experience in a positive way? That's something you have to keep in mind. Is it? I got another lesson for everyone. On the platform, the replay will fail. Yeah, but in this case, it also failed because of bugs. And yeah, I mean, Unity is very inconsistent. Floating points are a big issue. That you never will be fully accurate with time-based input recordings like these. They will also be frame rate dependent for playing and replaying, or when you simulate. Or yeah, as I said, you get these things because of the inaccuracy in Unity, which will only lead to negative feels, basically. It doesn't create any positive experience because, you already completed the level. Why should you fail? Because the AI controlled character fails. Of the mind reflection not being affected by the physics. That, or you could try her mind would be like a jump line, and that, like, yeah, jump lines, stuff like that. That have the input be delayed. Water, like that she does actively follow you, kind of like the duck and cat purr game that's in the top score. They wouldn't have to necessarily reach the same goal. It says a physics progress. Yeah, that's a big issue with this game. The replaying system only creates negative feelings. I think that yeah, I don't know if I really should put it all in the comments because it's pretty harsh. I did try to explain it really well here, so rather than commenting, I think that you, Tinu, you should show this feedback over to the other people in your group. So that's it. I'm gonna go over. Wait, send the page. I have to save the rating. I'm gonna go over to the next game, which is Invasion of the Blob. Okay, interesting name. Save that file. I'm gonna close this so I can cut that. And another Invasion of the Blob. Because think about it, you can only play like 10 games an hour actually in practice with this setup. I have 23 minutes left. I maybe be able to do 3 more games. I'm not even going to reach the end of this list, and it's just going to be feel bad. I like this visuals. Very much cyberpunk feeling. Okay, where's that? the level and it's what is it? Do you know what should be normal is? Your effects are making a directional move in them, so many games is faster diagonal movement. Well, that's not really an issue, I think. Also, like, what is this game? The game is playing itself, yeah. That's what I think here with this one. However, you can't control how or where they move. Yeah, you just drop them down and they play themselves. 15 minutes before the deadline. I love the art. I love the art. Love the post-processing work. But this is not a game. This is literally just... you click and a clip plays, basically. And the clip is slightly different depending on where you placed your blob. And that's it. It doesn't seem there's any way of failing. Because there's no timer. If you had a timer, you would at least need to place your blob smart. Also, sometimes the AI pathfinding was having issues where it would go like... It couldn't choose between the last two items on the last level. Very little fun and originality, but I'm gonna give it a higher amount of presentation because I did really like the art. The art was great, but I can't really call this a game, as once you drop your blob into the level, the game plays itself. There is no interaction. So I'm gonna have to give it a low score, simply because there's no interaction, no actual playing the stuff. How many games? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm not gonna reach this. 6 more games. Oh, that's a feel bad. That is a feel bad. I have 20 more minutes, then I have to go. I have some stuff to attend to at 4 my time. And yeah, and it's 3:40. Bunny Hop game. So I'm just gonna call Bunny Hop, just to make it a little bit faster. God damn it. Trying to rush things near misclick stuff. bunnyhop.exe. Alright, we have full screen. Nice. Play. I got a feeling this is a pre-made asset pack. The ground around. Okay, I'm walking around. If there's no gameplay loop, anything pickups, whatever are in it, or if I die if I go into the grass, if nothing happens in the next 10 seconds, I will quit the game. I am blind because I can't see where I'm going. Okay, there's the road again. Like, this feels just like an level design where the user took all of the time designing a pretty level, but there's no gameplay. Why, you're just walking around them and jumping. Why is this a game? I pick up the first car, everything gets out of control. I couldn't find... I can't read. But we'll play them in the next stream. I might make a small addendum with the last entries that I missed for this stream. And that's it. I will, however, revisit... yeah, I will do a little addendum recording, not a live stream, of these. So, if yours is in the last few, subscribe to make sure you get those. I mean, YouTube is still random, so you're gonna have to actually click that bell icon to even guarantee you will get the notification if I upload them. Or stay in the Discord, because I will actually put in something in the announcements when I make the addendum for the last few games. I will revisit an overview game of the gems, and I will also individually cover the top pick games. Minus next F. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give this game. I'm not gonna even gonna rate it. I'm not even gonna rate it. I'm gonna say I couldn't find that first carrot, so there was no real gameplay for me. That's simply what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna rate it negatively, because yeah, if I can't judge a game if I can't even find the first pickup item. It should be like right in front of your nose, I think. So next one is Orbit. Web browsing game. Alright. Run the game. No, I'll actually have to leave a few minutes early. Because I have to prepare for the stuff at 4 o'clock. So I'm gonna have to leave 5 minutes early. So I can maybe do this one and maybe the one after this. Press any key. Take the camera with right click. Zoom in, out. Create a launch site. Set orientation. Oh, that's not. Use up, left, right to control the orbiter. Ah. Create a new launch site. Down to replicate the last. Huh. So you need to control where it is. Oh wait, that's how I crash it. No, I don't have vertical control. I can't set it in orbit though. That's a nice little thing. I like the art and the prettiness. I think definitely there could be an improvement in gameplay. Here. After the next game. Run your game jam mission before the gem. I did not. Let's place house to place camera. Plus or minus to set time scale. Let's put it all the way up. Now it should be going fast. And let's see if I just use the minus. This is much playability. I can't get past this part. It's a racing game on your portfolio. That racing game is a completely different thing. The movement system is the Unreal Engine built-in vehicle movement component, which is not a piece of code that you can write or change. That is just a basic thing. I did use the knowledge from the racing game to make the other racing game, but they're not the same game. Most numpad. Is have to be numpad because it wasn't a normal plus and minus that I could use on my keyboard. And I have stuff bound to the plus and minus, so I can't really use that. Because everything Unreal, but yeah. I mean, you would have to go into the C++ code for that. Neutral and fun. You control board when you create new ones. But become controllable obstacles. I do think the orbit stuff is really nice. And the presentation stuff is really nice, but the gameplay loop itself is a bit hard. Because it was pretty hard to set up how these things worked. And like you would have to try to get this perfect loop of like having your machines in the perfect orbit. Pretty nice concept, but I couldn't get past the time scale part of the tutorial within the time I had to test your game. I'm going to put it into the collection though, because it is an overall pretty nice game. Next is wave controls. I'm really quickly just gonna grab this one. Maybe I will get to your game. Bad Piggy Productions, this is yours. But yeah, the last two definitely not. Gonna make those with the last 12 minutes I have. Switch between three both pressing Q, W, or E. Out of control waves like this one. What am I supposed to do here? So am I supposed to go over here to evade that one? That apparently doesn't work. I have no clue what I'm doing here. Flatten to wave. Well, I'll give it one more try then. So I'm supposed to flatten that wave then or something. So I have to make it as flat as possible. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here. It's built for being played for either a few minutes or a few hours if you're in luck. Well, this game lacked a lot of presentation value. The heart monitor stuff is of pretty high originality, but it doesn't. I don't really see to the line instead of flattening it. Yeah, it's really confusing as to what I have to do. There was no real feedback loop on the presentation side. Like, the art is nice, but doesn't help if I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah. So if this was Frantic Reload was your game, then I'll just skip over commenting for this one, because this player doesn't seem to be here. Actually, no, let them when you are here. I think you really need either visual or audio feedback, or whether what you're doing is the right thing or the wrong thing. I can't really play your game much. I'm really just stressing out of time here. But yeah, that's the biggest thing that you would need for your game. Sorry for the little bit lower qualities of these last things, but since, yeah, Bad Piggy Productions, you have been here, the other two don't seem to be here, but you are here, and your game is right now, I'll give yours a shot as the last game. I will play the tutorial. Parry, move one step upwards, down, one step downwards to keep quickly between floors, Z to shoot. Every time you kill an enemy, as a short long range. Scientist for 1 health point. Don't touch those. E to exit the game. How can I continue from here? How can I? Okay, escape. Play. Oh wait, I have to do up and down arrows. Oh, I think I understand. Ah, wait, I died too. This is actually a pretty solid game. I really want to swap quickly though. Oh, what the hell do I have now? Ah. Longest combo 4. Hold Z to shoot. Well, oh yeah, again, you're shooting real fast. Oh, wait. Oh yeah, right arrow. Oh, left side can be shoot. Oh, what the hell is this duck with the... Oh, that's the weapon that you currently have, isn't it? Why are those guys so suicidal? Yeah, you have to really... if you're gonna get 28 guys... Well, I don't think I'll be able to hit that with my kind of like distracted nature right now. Yeah, yeah, I said this game... Just a little final note. 2 more minutes. I have 2 more minutes until I really like should go offline. This is the game that I made. I made a quick cinematic trailer for it, as much as I had time. Exploding Duck. I like the Exploding Duck. I want to try your game again later. I will still include it with the addendum, I think, because it didn't really feel like I had enough time to really play test it much. Yeah, for your guys' information, I have made a other game, Project Accelerator, which is a Hot Wheels based franchise game. I'll just skip the intro real quick. I already have like 1 or 2 minutes left, where I have different cars. It's really like a complete game. I'm probably gonna get demonetized for this music, so I'll just turn off the music. And like many levels to choose from. This is still a bit of work in progress. This area right here. Like this is the game that I have done before. So this is where my experience comes from with the car games. And you can see this one is much more complete with like drifting, boosts, everything. XP is a bit of a random guy. Don't pay too much attention to him. But yeah, basically I already had experience in how to make a car-based game. That's what I used because I wasn't really too confident in making something entirely new. But instead I went for the new stuff that I really did myself without any previous knowledge, was the Infinite Runner side of things. And I hit one of these little side parts. Yeah. Can I still get through? Yes, I can. Yeah, one thing I know of Accelerator, it was never really a good game built for the franchise, like a fan game. There was a Roblox game, but those guys were, let's just keep it at really toxic. And yeah, I just didn't really like the thought of a Roblox game, especially because the audio was really poor and gave me a lot of headache. Yeah, there's a lot of things to do in this game. Cars can be unlocked depending on whether you finish these levels, etc. There's a total of 19 levels, 34 cars. Save games. There's LAN multiplayer, not online sadly, but LAN, stuff like that. But yeah, that's where my experience for the gem game comes from. And also this track is going to be used in that other game as well, for as a fact. Other than that, I don't really have much more to add here. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me rate a bunch of games. And I will see you guys all in the next stream. I really have to get going now, so cheers. See ya.